Hi, thanks for joining me. Today I want to cover making a chalkboard surface on a stone or rock, and these are considered inspirational stones. What you need is your stone out of your kit, a little water, a brush, and of course the chalkboard paint that comes in your kit. You can take just a small amount, and a paper towel that comes in your kit also. You can take a small amount of water, if you will, and wipe the surface that you're going to paint and let it dry. Or you can just dust it off. It's a very thin coat of dust that's on there, and it won't really mess up anything if you don't wipe it off with water. I always recommend looking at all angles and all surfaces of the rock. That means turning it to decide which surface is best for you to paint on. And that's with any of the stones or rocks that you decide to paint on. So with this one, I'm going to just do like the inside surface. And you want to lay this on there. Not sure if you can see it. You don't want a lot of buckles in the paint and ridges. Just go around it a couple of times. It's not going to be a circle because the rock isn't a circle, but you want to make the paint that you lay on there smooth. Now set that aside. I'm going to set it aside and let it dry. Alright, we're back. The paint is dry. I have 2 layers on each of these. What you'll need now are paint brushes and your paints. Okay, so I've laid them out on my palette, which is over here on the side. You use your palette tray that's in your kit, and that will be fine. So on this one, I'm going to paint on the surface that has not been painted with the black paint, chalkboard paint. So I'm just going to lay in the paint. These are just slices. It's up to you what you like to paint on your surface. It's up to you. You're free to choose any subject you please. This I'm going to go over into the black surface. These are just sort of half moon shapes for the ball. And you have a little water. I have a little water sitting right here off camera so that I can rinse my brush off. Between uses. Just making this round. If you need to, you can draw a circle on your rock first and then come in and paint it. Let's see what that looks like. This is kind of dark in here, so I'm going to come in and add some white here so that you can actually see it. And that needs to dry. So you can draw a circle in first and then come back on top of that and draw half moon shapes if you want to draw a ball here. I'm gonna let that, see if I can get that in there. What I am going to do, since I have this is the bottom of the stone, so that ball, it's almost like a beach ball on that side. I want to put a baseball up there. You can put a football, you can put a basketball, you can put whatever you choose on this stone, but for some reason I just wanted to do some balls. So I'm going to put a baseball right here. And these don't have to be perfect. So your painting on a rock is not really smooth, and you can take a lot of time to be really meticulous about the shapes and the sizes. However, the surface of the rock may throw you a curveball, no pun intended. And so that's going to be a baseball. So that's that painted surface. It'll be white, and then I'll come back in and place some red stitching on it. Now remember, this is the side that will face me. All of this surface can be painted as well. You can paint all types of things. So I'm going to set that aside and let that dry. And then for this little rock right here, I'm going to come in. I think what I'm going to do for this one, I love the sunflowers, so I'm going to come in with this one and see if I can get a nice little sunflower on here. And because it's working with this dark color surface, it may not want to come out so well, but it's up to you. You know, I just have to load the paint on here and let it dry. And then I'll put some here and there. Just to give the appearance that that one flower is not alone. I'll come in with some green. Sometimes these colors don't show up really well, and if you have that problem, it's best to come in and paint what you want to paint with white paint first. And then come back on top of it with the color that you want. So I'm doing it that way. I want to add a little green here and there. And of course I'm going to add some greenery in here. So I'm painting white in there. The color of this stone will interfere with the colors I'm laying on here. And of course, as you can see, I'm putting a little color paint on top of where my chalk part is. I just want that to kind of go in with it and blend together. And you'll let that dry in between the applications of the white, and then come back over with some green. Directly where you have the white, you're going to come over with strokes of green. And that's if that's what you want to do. Remember, you're at liberty to paint what you like. At this stage, you've already made your chalkboard. So I don't need white on this background. I only need the color. So wherever I laid white, I'm going to go over it with the green. The green leaves, the green stem, and there you have it. And what I'm going to do, because usually the inside is brown there, along the black, almost black, brown almost black, I'm just going to mix purple. The tad touch of yellow, and it'll give me my brown. for that metal. And that's the sunflower. Once you have finished painting your stones and they are completely dry, excuse me, I decided to put all different types of balls. Golf ball in high grass, tall grass, football flying through the air, basketball, beach ball, baseball, and then the surface. Sunflowers, grass, really helps incorporate the blackboard in there. So once you have dried the surface, you just put chalk on it. The black part only. Not on the painted surfaces. Smush it around a little bit and then wipe it off. And now it's ready for a message. And you want it completely dry before you do this because it will mess it up. And you only have to do that one time. And it's ready. Let's play. I like that one. All right, thanks for joining me. Until next time.